That penny in your pocket has survived conditions more extreme than what astronauts face during launch. Temperatures of 1600 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to melt glass. Pressure of 100 tons, enough to crush a car into a pancake. But here's the insane part. That penny actually cost 2.06 cents to make. Welcome to the U.S. Mint, where America loses $179 million every single year just to keep pennies in your pocket. This is the story of the most wasteful manufacturing process that somehow never stops. It starts with these metal coils, each one stretching 1,500 feet. That's longer than 4 football fields of solid metal, waiting to become the loose change you'll probably lose in your couch cushions. Different colors mean different metallic recipes, because contrary to what you might think, American coins contain almost no precious metals. Your silver quarters? 92% copper and nickel. That shiny penny? It's basically a zinc pill wrapped in a copper coating thinner than human hair. This pressing machine works like a massive cookie cutter, punching out 14,000 blank coins every single minute. But what's coming out the other side is equally impressive. Mountains of scrap metal that look like autumn leaves being raked up. They call it webbing, and every single piece gets recycled, because when you're already losing money on every coin, wasting metal isn't an option. Now comes the first extreme test. These coin blanks are about to enter what's essentially a controlled inferno. 1,600 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hotter than volcanic lava, hot enough to instantly vaporize water. But these coins come out looking pristine, and here's why. No oxygen. The furnace burns in a carefully controlled environment that prevents oxidation. It's like sending coins to hell, but hell without air. What happens next sounds like industrial alchemy. The superheated coins get dunked into what the mint calls special water, but it's actually a cocktail of 3 precise ingredients. First, citric acid. Yes, the same stuff in your orange juice is being used in a multi-million-dollar manufacturing process. It strips away impurities and gives pennies that fresh from the mint shine. Second, industrial lubricants prevent the coins from welding themselves together when they cool down, because apparently making money is complicated enough without your currency literally sticking to itself. But the real violence happens here. This is where blank metal discs become actual currency, and the force involved is absolutely staggering. Regular coins get hit with 35 to 100 tons of pressure. That's like parking 20 cars on top of each coin. But collectible coins, they experience 540 tons of force. To put that in perspective, that's more pressure per square inch than astronauts experience during rocket launch. Your pocket change has literally been through more extreme conditions than space travel. And here's a piece of 200-year-old technology that's still saving the day. These metal collars, invented in 1828, prevent coins from pancaking under all that pressure. Without them, your quarters would be the size of drink coasters. 750 coins per minute, per machine, with 63 presses running in Philadelphia and 54 in Denver. America is cranking out over 87,000 coins every single minute when running at full capacity. Every single coin gets inspected by human eyes because America has a serious counterfeiting problem that most people don't know about. In 2020 alone, $1.64 million worth of fake coins were seized just in Chicago. That's not currency manipulation. That's industrial-scale fraud happening right under our noses. Any coin that fails inspection goes to this machine called the waffler. It bends rejected coins into waffle shapes, making them impossible to use while preserving the metal for recycling. It's like death row for defective currency. The most critical check? The rim. That tiny raised edge isn't decoration. It's the first line of defense against counterfeiting. Get the rim wrong, and your fake coins are instantly detectable. Now for the economics that make absolutely no sense. Every penny costs 2.06 cents to produce. Every nickel costs 10.41 cents. America is literally hemorrhaging money to make money. Last year alone, the U.S. Mint lost $179 million on pennies and nickels. That's enough money to fund entire school districts, but instead, it's disappearing into a manufacturing process that logically should have stopped decades ago. Canada eliminated their penny in 2013. Australia got rid of theirs in 1992. Even the European Union rounded out their 1 and 2 cent coins in many countries. But America? We're doubling down on economic insanity. The infrastructure keeps growing. 2 massive facilities, hundreds of employees, industrial equipment that costs millions to maintain, all to produce currency that costs more than it's worth. The finished coins are so heavy they can only be moved by forklift. Each bag contains thousands of coins that just cost the government a fortune to create. They sit in warehouses waiting for orders from the Federal Reserve. Some might wait months before they ever see daylight. Others will end up in jars, forgotten in bedroom drawers, effectively removing them from circulation forever. When orders do come in, armored trucks transport what is essentially government-subsidized metal to banks across the country where it begins its journey to your pocket, completing one of the most economically questionable manufacturing loops in modern America. The environmental cost? Producing just 100 pennies generates the same carbon footprint as a McDonald's burger. We're not just losing money, we're burning fossil fuels to create currency that immediately loses value. So the next time you see a penny on the sidewalk and think it's not worth picking up, you're absolutely right. It was never worth it. Not to make, not to transport, and definitely not to keep. That small piece of metal in your hand survived 1,600-degree furnaces, 100 tons of pressure, and a manufacturing process that defies economic logic. It's simultaneously one of the most over-engineered and most wasteful objects in your daily life. America spent $179 million last year to put these in your pocket, and tomorrow they'll do it again.